Oh my God. Oh Lord, we did it. We did it. We live. We own. It has happened. We're doing this thing. Now I just got to pull up the damn stream. Thank you all so much for your freaking patience. Good Lord. Good Lord. You know what's crazy is that y'all talking all that smack. Jack's the one at the bar. Jack's the one at the Brazilian bar right now. Joey said he's gonna hop on. Oh Lord. Let me pull up this damn stream real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Come on now. Oh, I'm having a little bit of an issue here. Yeah, this is way too much. Brazilian bar sounds insanely fun right now. Yes. Yes, you're correct. No, Jack is definitely living the best life right now. I told him he was living my dream life, and I'm insanely jealous. It's kind of criminal, honestly. A ver, a ver, a ver. Let me get this thing fired up. I gotta get through all these damn ads. No, Jack's not joining. No, I do not have VIX currently. I used to be a big VIX guy, but they're just charging way too much. Way, way, way too much. So we started board. And let me see if I can get the fault mob up here as well. Come on now. Give a damn about any of these games here. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, this is insane. I'm actively terrified. I'm actively terrified of this game right now. Oh Lord. 7.99. Yeah, but if you get it for 70.99 a month, then you have to then you still have to buy the games, I'm pretty sure, right? Mike's in and out. All right, keep me posted. I'll see if I can fix this. You gonna hey watch Venezuela? Yeah, totally valid. It's hard to keep a win against Iran. Hard to keep a win against Iran. Argentina have nothing to lose, Pineda, but we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're ever gonna go in for one game, this is the one. We have to. Okay. Let's see. Let me present a little something here for you. Okay, so who we have Martinez. No, no, no. Gol, pero golazo, golazo, y ni estaba mirando, pelotudo. See, this is what I get. This is what I get for doing the stupid share screen thing. Oh my God, Julian, querido. I didn't even see the goal. Oh my God. See, I should have just trusted my gut. I should have trusted my balls here. This is insane. This is insane insanity. Qué lindo. Qué lindo. ¿Dónde están brasileños? Oh, it comes off of what is this? Quick little start, quick free kick. Back to Otamendi, Romero. A ver. Boom. Right up the wing. Oh, qué lindo. What a turn. What a turn. Dude, he's good at those ugly goals. He's good at those ugly little tap-ins. God, that was giving me flashbacks to the Netherlands. Great start for Argentina. Yeah, sorry for the spoilers, y'all, but I gotta react. Gotta react. A whole minute behind. Clips, you're right. You're right. You're right. Oh, yeah, it's an ugly goal, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't give a damn. It was an ugly goal that he got against the Netherlands too, and I was stoked on that. You should have seen me in the bar screaming. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I think I just popped a blood vessel in my head. Wow, 5 minutes in. What, I think it was 4 minutes in. Dios mío. Bueno, 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 queridos, chicos. Okay, pibes, ya llegamos. I bet that bar that Jax had is quiet. Okay, so we got, let's see, we got Emi in goal, Molina, Romero, Tamendi, and Tagliafico in the back. Paredes by himself in the mid. Single pivot with Fernandez and McAllister a little bit ahead. Almada got the start. Look at that. And DePaul on the right. Okay. If DePaul's feeling fit, you know what's wild is that I saw Tini Stossel. She started streaming right before this. A surprise guest on the stream? Not unless Josh decides to join. What's up, Larry Flacco? That's a great name. See, Pineda, I saw this. And like an Argentine, I am soy argentino, pelotudo, pero de ser mejor de Holland, mejor que Holland, I don't know if I buy that. I don't know if I buy that. Kevin, don't you worry about that. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. We gonna take good care of you. Rafinha's quote earlier in the week. I've heard that he said quite a few things, but fellas, I'm gonna level with you. It don't make a lick of difference to me. You want my honest opinion? It don't make a lick of difference. All right. Full stop. What do we got? What do we want? Yeah, we want the facts up here, huh? Ole, chance already from Argentina. This is scaring me. El boludo, ¿qué tal, boludo? Ya vamos ganando. Ni lo puedo creer. And yes, those of you that are wondering where Jack is, your fearless leader is he's at a bar somewhere in Brazil. Hasn't sent me a picture, hasn't told me anything else. Notice how City won the UCL with both Rodri and Alvarez. Hey. Now listen, while I think that they are pivotal parts, I don't think Alvarez is the irreplaceable part of that team. Okay. And frankly, I think he's appreciated significantly more at Atleti. So even though it took a little bit to start him off there. Uruguay tying with Bolivia. I think that Bolivia, frankly, with the current Uruguay, Bolivia is unfortunate not to get a dub. That's what I got to say about that. At home, yes, yeah. No, listen. Talking that shite. I saw a lot of the comments, and I said this is either going to go really well for him or really poorly. Really well or really poorly, and it looked like it's shaping up to be a little poor right now. Hold on, I ain't gonna hold you, but for now, it ain't looking good. Oofa. Vinny cut out concisely by Romero. Romero's going to be scary in this game. Yeah, players finally showing their personality. Oh, yeah. Kuti has been impenetrable. Yeah, Kuti, he's gonna have to have a big game today, but I think he's up to stuff. Frankly, we just have to watch Otamendi getting punished with physicality. That should be Brazil's number one game plan is just burn the old man right now. We're gonna see how long Paredes stays in as well, because he's not exactly the speediest guy on the pitch. Oh, this is making me nervous. Oh, ¿qué están haciendo? Oh, man. I wanted to listen to the commentary because of, I just like hearing the audience, but these guys are not doing a great job. Yeah, Argentina technically qualified before this, and I think that is due to the results of the Uruguay-Bolivia game. I didn't read how the mathed, but somebody's dropping points, and now Argentina has automatically qualified. And I feel like I saw some people on Twitter talking about and even in the chat a little bit earlier, it doesn't matter what we do in this game, but yo, what are you what are we smoking on? If we don't care about a game against Brazil, then we got bigger issues here. All right. Clips. Wow. Second Colombia goal against Paraguay. Wow. That's not the game that I thought that they would perform well in. Mira eso. Mira eso. Okay, so the only people that have scored goals are Argentina and Colombia. Que lindo. Where's the love for Iran? I got love for you. And for Taremi. I'll take that. I'll take that. Colombia tearing it up. Is anybody watching the Colombia game right now? Does anybody have two streams pulled up? I want to know how they're playing. Because, yeah, I did not expect them to get up against Paraguay. Epa, epa. A ver, pase, pase. Coming up the right, Molina with the cross in. Little Messi ball. 2-0. 2-0. Enzo Fernández de la concha de la puta que te parió. Qué lindo. ¿Dónde está Brasil? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Queridos, pobres. No, 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 no. Así no se hace. Ay, 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 ay. Vinny can't believe it. He can't believe it. The Ballon d'Or slipped by, and now go 0-2 in qualifying, big dog. No, no, no. Listen, listen. There's no jinx here. Let's not get it twisted. This is a good Brazil team, and they actually have a backbone now. They got a backbone now. They got Rafinha, Cunha, two players that I really rate, and Marquinhos. Let's not forget. Man, que lindo. With a Molina assist, or does it bounce off of somebody? Yeah, little bounce, but nice finish. Nice finish. Nice, nice finish. Wow. I'm being spoiled. Oh, yo, we staying up all night. Argentine steaks versus Brazilian steaks. Listen, Argentina's growing a lot of soy now. We're buddy buddy with China. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, Brazil is not looking too hot right now. See, I think that them not believing in Dorival might be the issue. That's what we were saying in our predictions that Neymar coming back would mean more for them than anything else. Wow, we're dancing around him right here. Mexico keeps their shape better than Brazil. They just got it. Wow, another dangerous cross in. Thank God Julian didn't sniff that out. Jack Pineda, listen, nothing against the Brazilian steakhouse. Very good. Very, very good. However, there are levels to this. And an asado is different than a steakhouse. Let's not get it twisted. Our quality of meat used to be really good. It's degraded since then. However, the culture around it, it's only improved. It's only improved. I imagine the tech is suffering. Listen, we can't agree on a few things, but what we can agree on is the U.S. men's national team, and in that respect, we're both in hot water. Can Peru qualify? Uh I'm gonna look at their next matches really quickly while there's a throw-in going on here. So they have oof, they have Colombia away, Ecuador at home, Uruguay away, and then Paraguay at home. With that schedule, I don't think there's a shot. I don't think Peru has it. I don't think that Peru has it, unfortunately. Jack, come up to New York. Come up to New York. Hacemos asado acá, querido. Matecito, fernet con coca y ya. Se terminó. If I find out we got a lot of New York, like, fans, I'll get together for an asado. Next time Jack's up here, little meet and greet. Show up to Central Park, one of those stationary grills that they have out there. We'll go. Fogo de Chao is fire. Yes. See, Eduardo, I would have said the opposite. I would have said that maybe we calm down a little bit, but I think that just speaks to the quality of this team. Um, I think that I think that they're just undeterred. It doesn't matter the stuff going on around. They just have a really strong culture in the locker room, and they know that they can do this. They're proven. They're tried and tested. So, no, finding out that you qualify early, I'd be shocked if they even gave a damn. My modus operandi would be like, "Don't even check your phone because it shouldn't matter." I don't want that to have any bearing. And no, Jack didn't go to the game. He is in Brazil, though, enjoying himself at a bar. Jack, are you in Georgia the state or Georgia the country? Either one. Great locales. Choripan is fire, big dog. All right, let me pay attention to this damn game. Hold on. You got distracted me. Okay, Brazil with a little bit of good interplay here, but no, no, nothing doing. Nothing doing there. Ooh, Rafinha looks a little stressed, but he's the kind of player that doesn't give a damn about the score line. At least in Barcelona, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out here. Georgia did not create Skibbity Toilet. Don't start with that. Don't start with that. Man, what a nice little toe poke by Alvarez, though. That was nice. Ugly goal, but he got there, and to have that little yeah, that little bounce for Enzo laid it up for him. Beautiful, beautiful. Vargas is in Brooklyn. Y'all never see me on the train? I literally work in Brooklyn. To Dorival's credit, he's not panicking. He's still giving instruction. The way they scored that goal and then the rope goes up to make sure nobody rushes the field, that's crazy. I'd see it. Shout out to New Zealand. I don't know much about them, but shout out to New Zealand. Happy for them. I know the All Blacks are absolutely insane. They're a pleasure to watch. I got a little bit of beef with them because the way that they beat Ireland the last time that they met up, but I think Argentina at this point has beaten them twice in like the last 5 years, which that's enough to get stoked about. I almost wore my Argentina rugby jersey that Jack got me, but I had to wear tried and true right here. What's up, Mr. Happy? New Jersey? I heard there's a lot of Peruvians in New Jersey, but I didn't know there were Argentines out there. And yeah, Vargas doing this without Messi. I don't know if it's insane. but it's a testament. It's a testament to this team, and it's definitely gonna be a big trial, and let's not get it twisted. We still got 70 minutes left in this game. There's a whole lot of game to play. Wow. Wow, dude, he got him around the back. He, like, RKO'd him. It was insane. Nice little ball up for Molina, but the Brazilians get there first. They clear it out. I guess I should check out, Brazil's lineup as well. I haven't really discussed that at all. The goal was scored too quickly. Wow, okay, they got the Vinicius up at the 9 officially. Cunha playing, I'm assuming is a little bit of a false 9 here. Rafinha out right, Rodrigo on the left, Joe Linton and Andre, and then Marquinhos and Murillo as the CBs. Arana or Arana, Arana, no clue, as the left back, and Wesley on the right, and Krepski in goal. You know what? I mean, the players to watch, we all know. I'm interested to see how Cunha slots in here. If Rafinha and Cunha can get it together, then it's a hop, skip, and a jump to replacing Rodrigo with Neymar, and there it is. What a foul there on Almada. Imagine being scared of Almada. Most people are now, I guess, after that screamer. Yeah, straight up. Argentina had more Canada or had more trouble with Canada early on. Jack Pineda, my football skills, they're not that good. I was more of a rugby guy. I really found my element playing rugby, but I just got injured way too much. I have been missing it. So now that I got health insurance, I might be looking at a return, but we'll see. No, no, no. You never rotate for the Super Clásico. No, senor. Kyrgyzstan and Indonesia with a massive dub today. Yeah, I saw Indonesia. What did they win? 1-0? No, Jonathan. Señor Limón. El Jack está tomando un día de vacaciones. ¡Epa! No. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Okay. Nice little interplay there. Scary moment. Brazil's looking shaken. Yeah, watching the final, Vargas, just to go back to this, yeah, watching the Copa final without Messi, they depended on him a lot, but that's what the game plan was, you know? They've had a little bit of time to prepare now, knowing that Messi wasn't going to be a part of the squad, right? And I think that's kind of ideal, right? That's what we want to see. Oh, Kyrgyzstan. Man, they really put on, huh? Alright, good for Kyrgyzstan. Ooh, cuidado, cuidado, cuidado. That's the last thing we need, a red card right now? Uh-uh. BC. So, papá, por ahora sí, pero vamos a ver. Mm, early Qatari red didn't help, for sure. But good for Kyrgyzstan, like, beating the two-time defending Asian champs, that's a feather in your cap, baby. Oh, dude, if Argentina put down a 7-1, I would throw up. Wow. What a little interplay there. Even Vinny didn't know what was going on. They had him stuttered. They had him stuttered. Wow. This isn't good. This is not good for Brazil, man. Qatar got sent to the kitchen. They said, "Wash the dishes, boy." Ooh, nice read there from the Brazilian midfield, but Argentina manages to regain possession. Nice composure. De Paul coming up the right, Molina on the right with the overlap. He's looking for options in the middle, though. Julian Alvarez again. Nice little floater in there. Straight to the goalkeeper, though. Okay. Yeah, that's something that we didn't talk about. The announcer just just mentioned it. We're not only without Leo, but we're also without Lautaro, and that's being without Martinez is definitely a nerve-wracking option on paper, or a nerve-wracking condition on paper, because I mean, the guy is just unstoppable in Italy seemingly every year. Though I do think he gets a bit streaky at times. I think he's a little, in my opinion, and don't crucify me, a little overrated. That being said, whenever one of them is firing, the option is clear. It's just who do you start, because that first game could be vital. And yeah, Lautaro can work as a super sub. Oh, beyond the shadow of a doubt. Beyond the shadow of a doubt. Definitely a tremendous. I mean, you have two, I would say, two world class options. You have two world class options at 9. And yes, this Argentine kit is sweet. Jack raised a good point to me. For Christmas, he actually got me an Italy kit because he knows that that's one of the only European teams that I can stand. And he told me, he was like, "Yeah, dude, I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. Wanted to switch it up a little bit here." Puta madre! And what did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Cunha? What did I tell you, Cunha? Right there. Oh, Cuti pelotudo. Wow. Okay. See, I knew it was going to be Cunha, but I did not think we were going to see a Cuti Romero issue like this. Wow. What an insane mistake from him. Game on. Game on. And now the 2-1, 2-1, the most dangerous scoreline to have. Last thing you want to have. Beautiful ball up for Molina, though. Let's see if they can do anything with this. No, para quién? Para quién, Molina? Who was that for? Was that Almada coming in or Julian? Damn. Yeah, caught lacking. It's Cunha. Cunha he's that guy. That guy. Look, now everybody joins. 30 of you come in here. Ay, Dios mío. I can't believe it. Yeah, Cuti just overly composed, a little overconfident. That's the Argentine issue. It's the arrogance that kills us. Cuidado, cuidado. What a place to get a turnover. Maintain the shape. He's over by himself on the right wing. Nice. Nice stop. Nice stop. Concise clearance. Lovely pass out. And a foul. Okay. Yeah, Eduardo a little too relaxed. Yep. 100% correct. 100% correct. Man, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that yellow, I was like, Argentina just got a goal, and now there's a yellow. Something stinks. I don't trust it, but yeah, I'd say that was a yellow. You know what? I wouldn't call us arrogant overall. 2014, maybe we were a little arrogant. 2018, definitely. A couple of years after that as well. But I mean, feeling a little bit better. We're just too we're too consistent, and we've proved that. So hopefully we can turn this around. But we have to establish it right here because now the Brazilians have hope, and that's terrifying. 7-1 prediction still holding up, but see, I don't want to jinx anything. Now I'm scared again. What a ball. What a ball. Nice little pass back. A ver, Enzo, what's the deal? Passing into the middle. Almada on the left. Little tap on the back there. Shit, McAllister's been a little bit quiet. Cuidado. Wow. No whistle for that? That's kinda crazy. Uh-huh. See, now Brazil's shape all of a sudden looks really good. They got 8 guys in straight lines. Yeah, Mr. Happy, I saw Colombia up 2. Chat's already mentioned that. It's awesome. And no, Crystal Encore, you can't say that Panama is just better than the US men's national team, but they deserved where they got, and frankly, were unlucky to lose that game. Shout out to Mexico's, defense, though. Probably some of the nicest defensive switching that I've seen since dude, I don't even know, maybe since the World Cup. Beautiful. There's some really nice passing happening here from Argentina, but of course, the Brazilians cut it out immediately. Argentina reclaims possession, and a nice safe pass back. Ancelotti to Brazil is looking more and more real. Oh, McAllister, bad pass there. Bad pass. Uh-huh. Crystal Encore, Neymar, I think he had a an issue with his groin, sort of same as is Messi's hamstring or his groin giving him problems. One of the 2, but yeah, Neymar was ruled out, unfortunately. Everybody's, including myself, is waiting with bated breath for his return. Greg, yeah, Mexico were pretty outstanding. I don't know if overall they were outstanding, but their defense and midfield looked really good, and not to mention I mean, I guess, yeah, you count their forwards too. They haven't had wing play since 2014, but I mean, Raul Raul proved single-handedly that he is back, not only there, but, in games before as well. Mexico defense got influenced by Rafa? Yeah, probably. But Mexico, if you watch Shaq's videos, listen to him. Mexico's defense has been there for a while. They've just been missing a little bit of cohesiveness, and now they have it. And they switched from progressive defenders to staunch back line to the wall of Troy in a matter of seconds. All movement and defense were amazing, yeah. But then Raul Jimenez, you just have to give him a couple opportunities, and all of a sudden, Mexico turns into a very clinical team. Not to mention it doesn't hurt. Epa, little foul there, little foul there. No foul. Wow, okay. Vinny, get up. Not to mention, what I was saying, Santi Jimenez, the effort, that's all it takes. You gotta have a hustle guy. That's kinda what Julian is. Santi just doesn't have the bounce. He's not as agile as him. I don't know about comfortable. There's always the threat, but yeah, that was a glaring mistake, but you don't get those from Romero all that often, you know? Oh, nice dribbling by Vinny. Well cut out. Something tells me he should have taken a little foul there. Jack, you know what's hilarious about this is you're saying that Debo would fit in perfectly at Atletico. I think you're completely correct, but Romero wants out of Tottenham. He wants out of Tottenham, and I think Atletico or maybe Real would be a perfect fit for him. See, Clips, I don't know any of these young guys. I don't know any of these young guys, but I'm open to learning. Yeah, Vargas, big games like this are never comfortable. All of Argentina's Atletico build, yeah. Nice, nice stop. Scary cross as well. Scary cross as well. That comes a second earlier and 10 feet back. That's a header. That's a shot on goal. See, now y'all got me nervous. I feel like it's a good thing that I like to talk to myself when I'm nervous because I'm here. Dybala would be perfect to replace Griezmann, but man, you don't want Griezmann to leave Atletico. That's him. That's him. And yeah, Dybala would be nice there, but I mean, he's got a pretty nice situation at Roma. I don't think they want him to leave. Okay, going up, Almada on the ball. Almada on the ball. The overlap. A ver, little cross in, little floater. Oh, the ball's by himself. Another floater in. Header out. Two headers out. Argentina retains possession. Is it a shot on goal? Oi! Pero que remate. La concha. Almada wanted another freaking screamer. Beautiful. 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 Okay. Yeah, there's still life here. Nobody's done. Nice save as well. I don't know if it was going in. Maybe that might have been a crossbar, but great save. No, Eduardo, nobody wants Griezmann to leave. Nobody wants Griezmann to leave. That being said, if he's ready, he's ready. Frankly, they might be getting a good contract for him set up at MLS. A ver. Short play. Back. See, this is how I play FIFA. Ooh. Another cross. Wow, he tried to whip that in. Argentina retains possession somehow. Cross in. Golazo. Golazo, pero golazo, golazo, boludo, pero golazo, qué lindo, qué lindo, wow, cómo lo están gozando ahí en Argentina, la puta que te parió, wow, qué lindo. That might have been that was our nicest goal of the game, nicest goal of the game. Qué lindo, qué lindo. McAllister, stare him down, big dog. Qué lindo. Wow. Wow. A ver, Almada. Almada with the hockey assist. Wow. Wow. Enzo's got a goal and an assist all of a sudden. You got to get him out of Chelsea. Qué lindo de McAllister. Otra vez, otra vez. Así se hace. Así se hace. Así se hace, boludo. No, you can't call GG's this early. You can't call GG this early. Yeah. Jack and I were both of a similar mind where we said we didn't know if we'd see more than 2 goals. I think I was a little more daring here, but yeah, this is I did not see this coming. Insane. All you can eat buffet, baby. Qué lindo, boludo. No, no jodes. Rodrigo's looking stressed out, ready to start again. Thank God I just ordered a 50 pack of Argentina stickers from Amazon. I'm gonna see if I can find our predictions here. Así se hace, así. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You saw Otamendi said, "Now I gotta get in their heads and pío, pío, pío. Let the chickens talk." Good. Qué lindo. Qué lindo. Whew. Ooh, the ball's getting chippy. Romero, cuidado. Cuidado, yeah, pushing him away. Man, bro, he's strong. The ball. Cuidado. Cuidado. Oh, Cunha's pissed. Cunha is pissed. Okay, I had Argentina Brazil pegged for a 2-1. I think Jack had a 0-0 or a 1-1 right around. I think he had a draw, right? Ah, Otamendi. Ooh, De Paul knows. He said, "I gotta get in Rafinha's head." He said, "I know the Atletico deal." Ooh, wow, that was a foul. Yeah, Tagliafico, that was a foul though. And Paredes said, Get off of him, boy. Wow, pretty boy Enzo steps up too. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Yeah, wow. All of a sudden, best game of the win, though. Yeah. Amarilla para los dos. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, and that's what you do. You can't retaliate like that. If you're gonna get up, like, I don't know, dude. It's a hallmark of Argentina Brazil games, but and I'm stoked for it. A yellow for Brazil is a lot more dangerous than a yellow for Argentina at this point. Look at Alvarez running like la ma oh, almost recovered. Nice little move there from Brazil. Some really beautiful long passing here. Yeah, little foul. Little foul there. Yeah, most relaxed by this moment. Ah, Thiago. Alvarez is a bulldog. Yeah. He's a little more agile, I see him like a beagle. Dude, mira el pibe with the little Spider-Man Alpha hoodie. God, I need that. Yeah, it's very easy for a team to get lost in the sauce with the fouls. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for them. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Nice. Nice. Bring it around back. Esta es la banda de la Argentina. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's going on, Mr. Mutiri? We're doing well. We're doing well. We coasting here. Arda Güler versus Szoboszlai. I don't know that beef. What is that beef? What's going on? We need more player beef. Yeah. Yeah, we need more player beef. Bring it back. De Paul, cuidado. Descent towards the ref. Yikes. Getting a little hot and heavy here. See, this is what scares me. Nice. Nicely cut out. Romero right there, making up for his previous bungle. Making up for his previous bungle. What a freaking pass. And then to eat that tackle there. Lindo. Lindo. God, como tengo hambre. I'm hungry for this. Calm down. See, this is why I can never play professionally. I get too heated. I'm also trash. Woo. Dude, this has been some beautiful passing here. Epa. Will fall down from Vinicius there. He's just waiting for any contact. Ah, man, tell me, what's on your heart, big guy? Because of one thing, what happened? Wow. Drawing the foul. No, 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 no. Stop yelling for the oh, De Paul. De Paul, get out of his face. Get out of his face. Yeah, you do need a De Paul type player on the US men's national team. I think that attitude-wise, you're looking we're looking at our boy Tyler. And Weston McKennie every once in a while, but he's kind of calmed down. I think he's too happy over at Juventus. 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 Sorry, I had to text the family. Had to turn my brain off for a second. What are we looking at? Luckiest team in the world. Ooh, Brazil in 62, the most recent to defend the World Cup. When was the last time somebody won back-to-back World Cups? It hasn't happened this millennia. Brazil could have done it if R9 didn't go out. That was that was a scary team. Yeah, almost Brazil, almost France, and almost Italy. No? France nearly defended too. Let's be completely realistic here. Brazil 1962. Yeah, no, it doesn't happen often. Who are the teams to defend? How many teams have done it? How many countries have done it? Is it 2? Brazil and somebody else? What, like West Germany or Uruguay? Uruguay won the first 2, right? Only Brazil. Wow. Mourinho would have been a great US coach. Yeah, I think so. No, but it's not weird. Let's not get it twisted. It's not, "Oh, Vinicius with the little run here, with the slide. Cuidado." Bro, Romero, you cannot write this. God, the way this man takes the piss is insane. Vinny does that, and he gets up to show him a little bit of fair play, "My bad. Sorry for the crazy slide." And then he puts his arm around him, sort of pulls him down past the top of his head, suns him. God, man, look like LeBron with Kyrie. Come on now. Can't be doing that. Yeah, and back to this, I don't think it's that weird, Crystal, because like we see it in like the NBA and like NFL and like different tournaments and stuff, but there's a concise group of teams. There's not as much like there's too much red tape there, you know? There's so many things who just said it? Yeah, Pineda just said it. So many things have to be perfect in order to win a World Cup, and you have to be lucky. Let's not get it twisted. Argentina, 2 penalty shootouts. A lot of luck was involved. A lot of luck was involved. Okay? A lot of luck was involved. Because what? Who was it? Not to mention, I mean, Colombia getting to the final of the Copa America. They don't do that without some of their players, and you could see every time that there's a big team that makes a surprising run or like a beautiful tournament win or something. You find out that like 3 or 4 of the players, almost quit playing football right when their careers were about to take off. Semi Martinez. Emi Martinez almost stopped right before he got the Arsenal contract. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Germany three-peated the finals 82, 86, and 90. Unreal. Unreal. A lot of luck, a lot of housery. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, little chippy there. Little chippy there. Endrick pulling them away. Marquinhos being a captain there. He's not aggressive. Argentines again a little chippy. Cuidado, cuidado. Vinny being the peacemaker. The fact that Vinny's not the center of all this housery, honestly, gaining some respect for him. That's his PR team taking care of him right there. Chile dominating the Ecuador game. Oh, but that's kinda Ecuador's game plan. They don't like to have possession. Yeah. Yeah, Spain. I see a lot of people comparing this Argentina team, or that's like the go-to. It's like this Argentina team or Spain. Which ones, how do they stack up? That Spain team was generational. I mean, they had everybody on that team was a legendary player. Whereas we don't have that. We got a lot of effort guys. But like we don't win that World Cup without Acuna. We don't win that World Cup without Enzo. And Enzo might have broken the record for transfers, but he's not a Galactico, not by any stretch of the means. Not yet. What players do I wanna see for USA this Gold Cup? Dude, just bring everybody you can. But the fact that it lines up with other competitions and we already have confirmed omissions is just a nightmare. Like, that means that we had to win this one so that we could experiment on the next one. But now what? We experiment on the next one? I don't know. Yeah. Victor, welcome to the shit show. 3-1 at the half. It is insane. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. Spain had magicians playing in the ball. Yeah, I'm having like 3 different conversations. Y'all throw some questions in the chat so that I can, I don't know, so I can mess around here. I wanna know what's going on. We got a little break here. Uh, España 2008 to 12, best team of all time. I think I could get behind that, Ahmed. Yeah, I think I could get behind that. Maybe maybe Brazil when they won the World Cup, their most recent one. Embarrassing, I don't even know the year. 2002? 2002 was it? I think so. No, but see, Joe, bro, I don't know if it's them withdrawing so much as they said, "I'm gonna play the first one so that I can miss the second one." You know what I'm saying? But I agree, it's embarrassing that we can't field a full strength team. That tells you, like we were saying during the Mexico-Panama stream, that if you don't give a damn, nobody will ever give a damn. You have to show up full strength, and you gotta iron this out, and I'll tell you something, the women are making every single one of the games. The women are making every single one of the games, and I know it's different circumstances, but those girls give a damn. Those girls care about every single second. They lost the She Believes Cup because maybe, yeah, definitely, they're not to the level that they were when they had the legendary lineup, back with their repeats, but they're playing against good teams. They did not lose to a bad team. I think it was Japan. Japan is a good women's national team. Ooh, this is a great question. What is Julian's ceiling? Chat, what do you think Julian's ceiling is? I'm thinking that he could be one of the best nines that we've had. He could. It's gonna take him a while to get there, but the dude is still young, and he's got a very promising career at Atletico. I think for him, dude, just keep him at Atletico as long as they will have him, keep bagging goals, and I think if he wins another Copa America, arguably arguably up there with Batistuta, I think you have to. You have to start talking about him like that. If he stays with Atletico, they win a tournament, they win a Copa del Rey or God willing, a La Liga. I think you gotta start talking about him seriously like that because that's all it took for Batigol, and that dude is I mean, I'm wearing him right now, you know? I think he's up there. Do I ever want him to be better than Batigol? I don't know. I don't think so. That would hurt me. Let's see. Let's see. If Argentina wins the next World Cup, they will be considered the greatest selection of all time. 2 Copa Americas, 2 World Cups. Yeah, and undefeated in tournaments for, you know, what is that? 8 years? Something like that? That's insane. That's insane. How realistic is that? I don't know. I don't see that happening, unfortunately. You need Messi in the World Cup. You need him. It is what it is, though. Um, let's see. What's up, Sebastian? ¿Qué tal? Dorival needs to be fired now at CBF president. Yeah, if a national team that's historically this good is having this many issues, you have to start looking at the federation itself. I mean, we talk about that with the United States and Mexico all the time. Like if you're having issues and the players are performing well elsewhere, you have to start looking at other pieces of the machine, right? But it's so hard to remove those guys from power. It's insane. Yeah. I think there's a mix of arrogance and unfortunate timing and straight up contract. I think that there is some contract scheduling in there, and a lot of the US players are not big enough names to say, "I'm going," you know? If Chile win, do you think the morale restores? I don't think so. I think it's gonna take more than that to fix this Chile squad. There is rot that is, almost down to the core right here. Um, there's just too much going on that needs to be fixed, and I don't think one game against Ecuador will fix it all, but morale, maybe the morale can be improved. Maybe the morale could be improved for sure, and who knows? That might lead them to qualify. Okay, Paraguay has scored. Chile and Ecuador stays 0-0. Venezuela is beating Peru. Luis Diaz, John Duran. John Duran, why did you go? Why did you go to the Middle East? Why did you go to the Saudi League? Why? My word. Dude, if Arsenal had signed Arsenal might have had the biggest bag fumble in the entire Prem. You're like, Kai Havertz is your guy? Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus? I'm more comfortable with the Gabriel, but, I mean, even that is looking like kind of a laughable take right now, you know? I don't know, dude. John Duran, Ivan Toney. There's a lot of options out there. Let's see. Yeah. Benjamin, all-time great is the ceiling. Julian can become Suarez. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's already surpassed Suarez's, legacy with well, not his legacy with Uruguay, but his performance with Uruguay. I think he could surpass Kun Agüero because Kun Agüero, legend for Man City, and I love him. I love him. I mean, the guy that made me truly lock down my fanaticism with Man City, but he was just never that guy for Argentina. Ballon contender next year for Julian. That's big. For a team like Atleti who doesn't score many goals, they gotta win La Liga and Champions League for that to happen. After 2026, no Messi, no Ronaldo. Yeah, I can get behind that. It's too much. We're not playing the LeBron James game here. Um, we take turns. It's like some games, some like throwaway games will show up and we'll like fight and die for it. But I don't know. Maybe they're focusing on composure or I don't know. There's an attitude issue in there that needs to be fixed. And frankly, that's why I like Mourinho because it's his way or the highway. And you don't like it, you're not a part of the squad. And he knows how to sniff that out. So even if he didn't last a long time, a year, 2 years with Mourinho, I think that would have done us a lot of good. Let's see. Let's keep going. Yeah, he's got a treble and an international three-peat under his belt. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Alvarez could win them that, but I don't think they do it without Griezmann. That makes me nervous. Without Griezmann makes me nervous. Predictions for the second half going back in. Predictions for the second half. I think we probably see and I'm gonna go back to being really reserved here. I think we see one more goal. I think everybody's gonna come out and we're gonna play a really concise game, really pragmatic, maybe overtly so. I like that we got in their head. They're gonna be fired up, but if we can stop their early sort of onslaught, then I think we're gonna be in a really good position to win this game. Not to jinx it. I am still a little nervous, but make the Gold Cup every 4 years to scratch the Nations League. I think we gotta go until we can't go anymore. Like, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing so that we get international competition. Or, dude, if you wanted to switch it to every 4 years and instead you schedule some banging international friendlies, we should sign a contract with Japan that we play them quarterly. Straight up, we should sign a contract with Japan that we play them quarterly. That would make both of our national teams so much better, and we could have a super classico with freaking Asian football within I mean, by the time the 2030 rolls around, we've got a huge rivalry with Asian footy, and Asian footy, they've got good infrastructure. They've got good infrastructure. They hosted one year, we hosted another. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, 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 yeah. With all the match congestion going on, who knows who will actually be playing this upcoming World Cup? FIFA better expand the player amount because there might not be enough bodies to play. God, dude, that's a pretty solid take. It's a pretty solid take, especially in Qatar, dude. You wanna talk about luck and things that played into that tournament. Let's talk about it, dude. The fact that we had so many games throughout the year and then you force them to go in, I mean, in the middle of the Prem? In the middle of the regular season? That's insanity, dude. It's insanity. And, yeah, onto a completely different tonal shift here. Japan with a nice 9. Oh, yeah. Tanner, what's going on, big guy? Yeah, game and a half. Game and a half. He said, "Go to Kuwait. Go to Kuwait, do it for the glory." Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, there's glory in Kuwait, no? Groups will be announced this December. Yeah, that seems so far away. Let's see. Bolivia will win the international or intercontinental playoff. Opponent would be team like Indonesia, Guatemala, or New Caledonia. No, I don't. Maybe against Guatemala or New Caledonia, but they don't play well away from home. They go up against Indonesia, I think it's curtains. I think it's curtains. See, you say that, but I don't know. I don't know. Indonesia would be a scary team to go up against for Bolivia because they won't be expecting opposition, and I think Indonesia shows some really, really good signs of life every once in a while. No, but I think that's a cultural thing here, like, we're comparing them to our biggest rivals, Mexico, who have the largest Spanish-speaking fan base in the entire world, probably one of the largest footballing fan bases in the entire world. That's a scary thing to go up against, not to mention they're our next door neighbors, so they're at every game, and they give a damn already, but ticket prices are increasing, and US interest isn't catching up to it? The Mexicans care, they'll go to every game. They don't give a damn. Okay, we're saying a 5-2 finish? Oh, bro, I'll lose my mind if it ends 5-2. I won't even know what to say. I'll be speechless. Um, yeah, any game against Indonesia, definitely you get a lot of money. That's a it's a good game to scrimmage against, bro. Send the US to play against Indonesia. Send them to Indonesia. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go make a bag. Make a bag, play a game away from home, a winnable game away from home. Come on. China should make it over Indonesia realistically. 2018 World Cup to make it. Ouch. At that point, just bring the whole world. Uh, Offline bits, lock in and grind. Yeah. Cam and Joey Freshwater. Missing the fellas. Rafinha's comments. I think they're looking pretty silly right now. Brazil's got 3 changes. Who is it? Who are we changing? Who's changing? Endrick. Bro, it doesn't stop. I'm watching the tunnel cam right now, and Emmy's checking in on one of the other players. He's looking over. He's like, "Está bien, está bien, está bien." The way that he looked, he was like, "Está bien, bien." They don't give a damn, bro. This is insane. I love this. I love this. And yeah, Cam, keep up the good fight, dude. You're gonna be all right. We gotta grind. I mean, you saw I was off the channel for about a month. It's tough. It's tough, man. Credit to Jack for being able to ride through all this stuff. I don't know how he does it. Man works remote and he's living in the greatest country on the face of the planet. I'm sure that helps. But this is a grind for sure. Labor of love. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm missing a lot of comments right here. I'm missing a lot of comments. You got any other banter comments? You better throw them in now. Why is Hendrick coming in? Because they need an altern they need an alternative option. There's gotta be somebody else because whatever it was that that first half, the Brazilian offense was dead in the water. And that's with a Ballon d'Or nominee, a future the greatest robbery of all time, and the future Ballon d'Or winner allegedly. I don't know. They're not looking good. Labor of love versus capitalism. Love of labor. Interesting. Okay, and we have kickoff again. Okay. Argentina already with the heavy press. Brazil looks to be a little flustered here, but some really nice passing from them. Nice little flick on. Ooh, okay. Argentina playing on almost immediately. Ball out wide. Let's see if Tagliafico can get there, and he cannot. Ball goes out for a throw in. The Brazilians are already going. Garnacho did not get called. I imagine that's due to Man United um, pressure and recent forms. Just not good. He's quality. He's enough quality to get up here, but frankly, it's looking like Almada was the right choice. Looking like Almada was the right choice. Do we really see Brazil coming back? No, we don't really see Brazil coming back, but I don't see a lot of things. There's a lot of intangibles here. Like, look at this run that they're look at this run. Nicely blocked out, but great little run there. Wonderful block by the Paul. Garnacho being called up to Mexico is more likely. Wow. 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 Okay. They're beating up on little Almada. You know what? So everybody's wondering about Nico Paz and like Argentine wonder kids coming in. This is what they want them to see. Almada's probably the most tenured of all of the, future of Argentina options. He's got a World Cup cap. He's got tenure. He's got goals. He's probably the only one that they trust for a game like this, right? They want the young guys to see what's going on here. They want them to see what's happening. They want them to understand what it is to play against Brazil. Oh, but there's Nico Paz warming up right now, so I literally don't know what I'm talking about. Simeone as well, and Correa. I'd like to see Correa get in, get a little bit of action. I don't know who's signing Almada off, but that's foolish. Next step for him is getting out of France. A ver. Okay, out left. Brazilian shape looks better this half already. They're moving as a unit. Yeah, they shift from the 4-4. Now we're looking at a 4-3-3. How happy am I with my hermanos killing Brazil? Any other countries in the Americas have a shot at reaching the semis of the World Cup? Yeah, 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 yeah. Are you kidding me? I think Ecuador's got probably the dark horse shout for that. If Colombia can get their nonsense together and James shows up ready to play, I think that they have a shot as well. Um, No way. No way, Julian. Uy. Uy. Wow. Wow. We almost capitalized on their mistake now. Ernie, let's not call it a result yet. Let's not call it a result yet. And yet, Brazil, who knows? You never know what's going on with them. Brazil might get a really easy run to the semis. They'd only have to win one good game, and if Neymar's there, I mean, we all watched the Croatia game. We all watched the Croatia game, and let's not kid around. That Brazil with Neymar, if they beat Croatia in the pens and show up against Argentina, that is anybody's game. Any South American country I wouldn't root for in a World Cup final versus the Europeans. If it was Italy, I'd be pretty excited. Um, I don't dislike Italy. Contrary to popular belief, I don't really hate France. I like Griezmann. I like a couple of their players. Let's see, but probably not England, probably not France, probably not Germany. I just don't have any German players that I really root for right now. I mean, I liked them better in 2014 when they kicked our ass. They had Philip Lahm. That's one of my favorite defenders of all time. It's like Sergio Ramos, Philip Lahm, Maldini, and what, maybe Otamendi for a while. Um, Brazil versus Italy, I'd pick Italy without a doubt. I would never root for Brazil in a final. I'd never root for Chile in a final, and I'd never root for no, that's it. That's it. All the other South American teams, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd get behind them. Otamendi being hailed as the best Argentine defender of all time. What about Walter Samuel? I don't know. I don't know about that. Mascherano, Zabaleta. I don't know. I don't know about all that. That's a lot. Yeah, Uruguay I'd root for. Colombia I'd root for. I like Uruguay. I like Suarez. I like Cavani. Cavani was one of my Cavani PSG. Cavani was one of my favorite players, and I thought I really liked him at Man United as well. Foolish that they didn't give him more. More of a chance. Yeah, I don't care. Dude, you could listen to my thoughts on that on the pod. Me and Jack broke that down. You have to be self-assured as a footballer. So for him to give a comment like that, maybe a little soft, but I was here for it. I had to bless Ginger Millet since you're holding it down while Jack shit. Oh, no. Um, Ginger Millet. Listen, there was a time when I think I'd really enjoy that comment, but I don't know. He has not put on the best show for us lately. Seems like he's got self-interest instead of Argentina's best interest at heart. Ay, ay, ay. Croatia, I also like Croatia. I like Croatia. I like Bosnia. I like, let's see, I like Italy. I used to like Belgium. Kevin De Bruyne is my guy. Um, Not Portugal. This is true. Brazil, Chile, it's a rivalry thing. I have to. They've done me dirty too many times. I mean, I'm just now starting to become neutral towards Germany in like this last year or two, but never Brazil. Will never be Brazil. Yeah, this is it. This is it right here. This is the comment. Portugal for Ronaldo. Pineda, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. You low key back all the ex-Soviet countries because they've been through it. They've been through it. They've seen the down and dirty. They've been in the trenches. Watching Germany lose to Mexico, that's probably the biggest day of my Mexican fandom so far. Mm. Oy, ay, 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 ay. All right, yeah, hold on. I gotta lock in for this game here. Yeah, when Mueller leaves Germany, I'll be neutral. No, but Muller's shown a lot of respect for Argentina. He likes Boca. He's respected the Argentine league. Dude is he's a good guy. He's a good leader, and yeah, I just think he's a really nice guy, and I respect that. He's just a chill dude. I mean, you saw how well him and James got along back in the day when they won the league. They're like pouring beer on him and stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A ver, little pass back to the late man in. Upa Paredes. Paredes shouldn't be the guy back there. Should be Almada. But if it was Almada, they'd probably have him covered. Who do I feel sorry for the most when it comes to finals? Probably Argentina. I saw us in a million of them. Oof. I might have to run to the bathroom here in a second, y'all. Oh, Lord. What is happening? Who is the best international crest? I'll tell you who's got probably the most underperforming is probably Bolivia. Bolivia's crest could be so dope. I really like Ecuador's new one, but I think I'd have to say Argentina. Almada, cuidado, cuidado. Calm, Almada, calm, Almada. Atal, you came for a bad beat, Jackie. Jackie's out at the bar watching this game in Brazil right now. You stuck with daddy tonight. Hold on. The Malta crest. I got to look up the Malta crest. The Malta crest does go hard. Yeah. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. Which team has the cross of Jerusalem, Jerusalem with the double stack? It's like one and then two bars. Is that it's not Georgia, is it? Jack, it could happen today. It's happening today. You could try Quilmes, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Quilmes is not it's not the greatest, but it is the most popular. I liked Andes. I liked Andes a lot more, but I don't know if that's Argentine technically. Nice little tiki taka here from Argentina. Wow. Beautiful. And then a little heavy touch there sets us back a little bit. That's Georgia. Georgia's crest. Sick. Is what are the Greenland crest? The Greenland flag is sick. Oh yeah, polar bear for the crest, the coat of arms of Greenland. Yeah, that's sick. Matias, this is excellent. This is an excellent observation. Out on the right when he could be inside, but I'll tell you what, if Rafinha was on the inside, Cunha wouldn't have a goal right now. So that's the counterpoint. But if Rafinha operates better on the inside, then maybe that's something that they try, right? But then that means that Cunha has to go up to the 9 and Rodrigo has to stick out to right wing, which, I mean, let's be completely real. I don't know where Rodrigo actually fits into this team. Let's be completely transparent. Jay, Yeah, I think I talked about this recently. It's easy to get burnout, like, you lose sort of the thrill, and that's because like, everything that I wanted happened. I saw Manchester City win the Champions League, we won the Prem, back to back to back to back to back to back, all the like, it's just lights out there, you know? Boca had a really good run of form, I mean, they're like the last bastion, I need to see them win some stuff, and then I'm good, but I've seen them win stuff, I've seen them win Libertadores, I've seen them win things, I'm not too worried about them, you know, but to see Argentina lift the World Cup and specifically the Copa America, that first Copa America, I just didn't really think that I was ever going to see that. It was more of a shock than anything, and I think that will always stick in the Argentine people's, at least this generation's hearts a little bit more. Like, you could see it in the players. Messi didn't cry initially during the World Cup, but when we won that Copa America, lágrimas. And yeah, no, this isn't me trying to flex. I'm just saying I never thought I'd be in this position. It's very strange. It's a strange sensation. But you know what it does do? It allows me to wow, las Argentinas no son feas. Okay, but it's interesting to be in this position, I guess is what I'm saying. Epa! Tagliafico, casi, casi ahí. With a nice header. No reason somebody as short as Tagliafico should ever have a header on goal like that. Wow. Uncovered, little cross in by who is that? De Paul or Enzo? Wow. Just got right over him. Dude, a couple young Argentine studs on Dortmund. You gotta do it. Honestly, start farming River Plate, start farming Vélez Sarsfield. Start looking at them. Don't go to Boca. We need all the players that we can get, but yeah, do it. Paraguay tied it up. ¿Qué te dije? Be careful. Ojo con Paraguay. Ojo con Paraguay. Oh, yeah, the Japanese crest is thick as well. Three-legged birds from mythology where it guided legendary emperors to the land of Yamato. Wow, nicely cut out by Argentina there. Hendrick showing signs of life. I don't know what the last two words mean here. Hand me my packet VRO. Bro? Connor's Unc Jack his son. Tell him that next stream. I don't know. Oh no. Ahmed, you drank it 5 seconds before fast ended? Bro, that's tough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got nothing but respect for Ramadan fasts. I tell this story all the time, but I used to play rugby with these two guys, Moody and Mido, back in college. Insane. To this day, the best rugby players I've ever seen. They were unplayable, huge, and 3 years younger than me, both of them, but massive, and maintained that body weight during Ramadan while we were playing for what, 2 hours of practice, an hour of games afterwards. It's tough. It's tough. More relationship advice? Relationships are as difficult or as simple as you make them. When it's easy, it's easy. The more you force something, I think the more you realize after it doesn't work out that that's not what you should be doing. Does that make any sense? Yeah, Unc after hours. Too much. Abuelo after hours. Abuelito. Yeah, the more you try and force things to work, right, is when it's more likely to end poorly, I guess. I don't know. I sort of lost out there. And relationships are as easy as the partner that you choose, yes, but they're also as easy as the partner that you are, right? Sometimes if a relationship's not working, you got to look inside and say, "Is this me?" And sometimes it is, and that doesn't make it bad. That doesn't make you wrong. Just makes somebody else not the right person for you, and you not the right person for them. Full stop. Hey, we're going on, big dog. What's good? How you living, bro? That's my guy. Just give me the assignment already. I'll give you the assignment. I want you to go back and watch every single Argentina game in the World Cup and watch every single France game in the World Cup, and you tell me which team was more deserving. That's the assignment. And I want 3 paragraphs in my Instagram DMs by Sunday. It's graded. Yeah, and then, extra credit is watching all of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because that show is goated. Okay. Easy save there from Debo. Easy save there from Debo. Yeah, Nikhil, you guys are just 5 days away from Eid, right? Is it Eid or Aid? Bernucci, I got the right to refuse service, big dog. Just enjoy the stream. Why y'all young fellas always got something to say. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, heavy touch. What are we doing? Right into the Brazilian defense. Right into the Brazilian defense. Danvers, why everybody ask about my age? Wow, I'm so pretty. She just wait till I get that low taper fade. Uh-huh. And Imma grade you on it too. Middle part and the low taper? Nah, I don't got the hairline for the middle part anymore. I should have ripped that 2 years ago. A ver. Pass from McAllister floated in. Oofa. Okay, yeah, too many Brazilians there. But yeah, it's awesome that we still look hungry. Watch that yellow, watch that yellow. Scaloni talking to Giuliano. Simeone getting ready to come in. We'll take a pace merchant while these boys are flustered and tired. Y'all don't spam. Don't spam. Come on now. Simeone is the key in going back to watch this space. What do you mean going back to watch this space? You good, big dog? Welcome back. You didn't fail in your duty. You're fine. Eat. It's okay. No seppuku. Only if I'm your second. Back to back. Oh, you mean like tracking back? Well, yeah, definitely. Need the pace there. Cuidado. Cuidado, cuidado, cuidado. Oh, wow. Wow, Endrick laid that off perfectly. Very unfortunate that you're not able to pick that up. I don't know who that was. Yeah, that's a chop. 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 Oh, yep, and Otamendi. There it is. Okay. Good by the ref. Let him play on. Yeah, no, no, no. That's a definite foul. Yeah. All right, man. Enjoy the night off, big dog. Me neither. A lot of it's genetics. You'll notice that my left side looks really full. Right side, pretty patchy. It just depends. I would moisturize. Over moisturize, comb it a little bit, use rosemary oil if you want. Look like McAllister. That's the dream. Mustaches look better. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Ernie. McAllister looks like me. Hey, listen, they're linking this to a lot of health issues now. I don't know. That's kind of tough. Okay. Game's kind of slowing down. I can tell because I'm paying more attention to the comments, the balls on the floor. Mm. Ay, 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 ay. No, no, no. Como, como, como? Dude, I saw Tagliafico cross that in. I saw him cross it in. I saw him go right in front of it. I didn't even see. Oh, I closed my eyes. Qué vergüenza, pero qué boludo. Oh, cómo entró. Cómo entró. Wow. Giuliano, qué lindo. Qué lindo. Bang! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What a terrifying Messi head there. Wow. Yeah, this is a goleada. And there's the one goal. Anything after this, and the prediction is shot. All right. Let's see. Tagliafico in. Alvarez is too far, and Giuliano just flies in with a worldy. Oh my goodness. He puts that top bins near post. Oh, not near post, but it hits the top. That's an insane goal. That is an insane goal. Wow. 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 Argentina. Argentina, papá. Argentina, papá. Llegó la hora, señores y señoras, y todos los otros. Llegó. Llegaron a Argentina y uf, wow. Sorry, I had to taste the fan. All that trash just to get 4 dropped on their head. No, no, no. Listen, I didn't say Simeone was the key. I didn't say it. Somebody else dropped it in there. Simeone, he'd be good in tracking back if you want to shut the game down, but that pace, it could be dangerous. And it was. It was. He was there. Max Drilla, ¿qué te dije, papi? Va a ser 5-1. Carajo, vamos, sí. Marquinhos is at fault for that one. Mm. Smell of 7-1. Argentina back to back. No, 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 no. Comparing this Brazil to tough European, Asian, and African competition is not the same. It's not the same. And who's to say we'll perform like this? We do look really good though. But the Brazilian defense is just not anything to write home about. Not anything to write home about. Nicely cut out. Three more. Baile argentino. Esto es puro tango acá. No, está pero re lindo. Yeah, dub for Simeone's son. Wow. Yeah, Simeone must be beside himself right now. See, and this is the big one. When are we getting that Spain match? When are we getting the finalissima? Oh no, this is what I meant to put up there. Yep. Argentina, remind them. Come on, Ahmed. Getting excited. Nico Paz coming on. Look at that for the 4-1. He said, I'm comfortable now. Put on Nico Paz. A ver, Nico, ¿cómo se ve? Okay, Facundo Medina for Tagliafico. I feel like I've seen Medina play. I feel like I've seen him play for Lens, but I don't remember when. Okay, Nico. A ver, Nico, ¿cómo estás? What are Nico's stats on the year? Does anybody have that handy? Tagliafico is super underrated for sure. You know what? Credit to Rafinha. He's pretty locked in for being a guy that's so deep in the mud right now. Chat's acting up. I think it's a couple. Dibu. Dibu Martinez. Qué lindo. Oh, crossbar? Lo tocó. No. Big dog, they ain't been too bad. They ain't been too bad this stream. We having fun. We having fun. I just had to put a little time out every once in a while, you know? Tagliafico, clear of Cafu and Roberto Carlos. No, con calma, querido. That is always a good thing, Joey. Keep calling you Joey. Yeah, Brazil's taking L's on the pitch and in the chat. Top four Argentines just in general. Yeah, Brazil was badder than before, yes. Yeah. Negative aura for Vinny and Rafinha tonight. It's rather unfortunate. Debo just having fun. Ay, ay, ay. How do I feel about this? I feel really good. I feel really good about this. I think we're exhibiting some really nice stuff, and Brazil is exhibiting some really bad stuff, and it's just a simple math equation at that point, baby. It just is what it is. I like our finishing. I like our desire. Our midfield has looked really composed here. I don't like that McAllister's passing isn't looking the best, but it is what it is. You know, he scored a goal, so I don't have anything else to say. A goal and a hockey pass. It is what it is. Was Brazil last game a fluke? No, I think that they just have a different kind of confidence coming up against Colombia. And I mean, go watch Colombia versus Argentina. The Argentine game plan was to play a bad game. It was to slow it down, not offer any chances. We knew how dangerous they were, and that's why we were overly pragmatic. You didn't get a thriller of a final, but look at Brazil. Look at the Brazil Copa America. That game was borderline boring as hell too. Come on now. And yes, Argentina has looked a lot better in attack post Di Maria than anybody expected, and nobody talks about that enough. I think it's time to start discussing that now. A ver, Simeone in with a little pass, a little heavy there, heavy touch, passing to the late man in. Ay, 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 míralo. Paredes said I skied the last two. I'm going for this one. Paredes with a crazy shot as the late man running into the box. I'm telling you, man, just keep him down. He's like, when are they going to go in? Yeah, he can't believe it. Do I think Argentina's in its prime? I don't think we're in our prime like before the 2022 World Cup, but we're looking damn good. We're looking damn good. We got to schedule some tough friendlies and really test ourselves because this Brazil team, if this is the best competition that we're going to come up against, we're going to have an accurate metric for us. Okay, Alvarez coming off. My hottest football take is that Otamendi had a good 2018 World Cup. Okay, Correa coming in. Qué bueno jugó Álvarez. Vamos, araña. Así me gusta. What's going on, Diet Coke? Josh, it's done. It's done, Josh. It's over. 4-1. Se terminó. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. We're putting them to bed, baby. Correa going to Tigres? No way. Already? How old is he? Is he 30? Recommend to do in Buenos Aires? Find a list of a few different restaurants that you want to try. I recommend you try the Mufaletta Pizza. I recommend that you try any and all steakhouses that you can get to. I recommend you go see a tango show. They have really good musical theater there if you're into that. Really good plays and entertainment. And then just go see the city. Go see the city, take a tour, meet some people. If you can, stay in a hostel. Stay in a hostel, meet some folks, go out, go to Jet. The boliches and nightclubs are insane there. Beautiful time, beautiful people, a lot of fun. But be careful. As anywhere, as traveling anywhere, you got to be careful. No te pases and just enjoy yourself. Go watch a footy game. Go hit the Hippodromo. See San Telmo. They have a cool market there. Or no, San Telmo. I think it's San Telmo. Maybe, yeah, go see the historic districts. Oh, Debu juggling on him. That's insane. That's insane. I didn't see him doing that. I heard the jueguitos, but crazy. Expanding the World Cup to 48 teams. I don't know if it'll lower the quality, but it definitely makes it feel less exclusive, if that makes any sense. Like Equinox, the gym? It's a good gym, arguably a great gym. but they charge so much money not for their facilities because Lifetime Fitness is the same thing, but they charge it for the exclusivity, you know? They don't want a lot of people there, and that makes it, more highly touted, and that's what's kind of missing in a expanded World Cup. Nice to see more games, nice to see more teams, but it's not as exciting, especially for smaller confederations like CONMEBOL. It dilutes the competition, exactly. See, this is a treat yourself moment. That tax refund hit hard, huh? Good for you, big dog. That's gonna be beautiful. Ooh, I don't think that was intentional. I think that was an accident. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Accidente. Oh, De Paul. Calma. Diet Coke, I support. Y'all want to see my pride and joy right now? Actually, it's stuck in my closet. But Boca Juniors, Boca, Boquita, Boquita. They're my babies. Um, when the stream's over, I'm gonna show you something that Jack made for me. I'll get the post game analysis going. We still got about 5 minutes. I imagine we'll have 3, 4 of extra time, maybe 5. Okay. You know what's wild is that Vinicius doesn't look that he doesn't look that concerned right now. Like they should be mad as hell. They should be chopping it up right now. Oh, cuidado, cuidado. If Medina's one step faster there, he breaks free. Cuidado. Nice. Well kept out. Well kept out. Wow, Endrick booked? Yeah. Clear tackle there. No, that's not a yellow for Endrick. That's not a yellow for Endrick there. Accident. Don't talk to DePaul. Don't you gotta be smarter. That is you gotta be smarter than to talk to DePaul mid-game. If he says anything to you, that's the player that's gonna get in your head. Just get away from him. Him and Otamendi, don't listen to him. Now the fouling's starting. But we're gonna eat that up. You can't be physical anymore. Don't do it. We're gonna drag this out. Now's the boring football. Now's where it comes in. So if y'all want to take a 5-minute break, now's your time. All right. Now's your time. Y'all come back for the post game reaction or something, but smash a like and subscribe. Who saw this coming? 4-1. Dios mío. Dios mío. No lo puedo creer. You missed it in the first half, big dog. You missed the violent fights in the first half. We were getting there. You know what sucks about this right here is that we don't really get to see Nico Paz showcased as much, you know? A ver, a ver. Wow. Wow. Was that Medina? Medina just embarrassed them. Did y'all hear the olays? Did y'all hear the olays? Wow. Alistair, this is my YouTube channel. Who's the next dude to break into Argentina's starting 11? It's looking like Almada right now. It's looking like Almada is going to be a recurring starter or COC. I think it's probably him. Maybe Garnacho does it, and maybe after this, Nico Paz. But Medina's looking like he's making a case here. Vinicius with the interception. Maybe he should play fullback now. Wow. Enciso with a goal. Good for Enciso. Increíble. Chile, Ecuador, still 0-0. The world is sky blue and white, baby. I don't know. I think Brazil would get up a little bit more. They'd be put more on notice if Messi was there. And Argentina would play differently as well. I think it's good for us to get this confidence against them right now. Hmm. Enzo stepping on him. Eso dolió. Eso dolió. What states have the most Argentines? Probably Florida. From what I remember, Venezuela's got a really last difficult bit of qualifying as well, so I don't think them either. Ecuador goal? No way. No way. Ecuador golazo. Chile is in the mud. Chile finished. Goodbye. Who scored it? Who scored it? Wow. Good for Ecuador. Paredes told Rodrigo that he's got 2 Copas and a World Cup. He's not wrong. Not wrong. Any player in the world would trade their Champions Leagues. ¡Ay! De Paul, casi, casi. Wow, partidazo. Partidazo. Wow, straight to De Paul. Ugh. What is that? 2 feet over? Ooh. Wow. Qué remate. Wow, and Ecuador's goal was offsides. Wow, qué lástima. Pass it. Pero pasalo. Oh, too much pressure, but a beautiful run. No, 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 no. Yeah. And so what another another goal against Mexico there. Who's going to be the biggest star for Messi or for Argentina after Messi retires? Um, Depending on where Romero goes, I think he could be our best player. And depending on how McAllister does for Liverpool, nah, he's too much of a team player. I think personality wise, it's going to be Alvarez, Emi, and Romero, probably. Also, if in the summer, ahí está. No da para más. Qué lindo, qué lindo. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this while we talk post game. Y'all drop your post game questions here. I'm gonna give a little bit of analysis here. But I'm gonna keep this on in the background because I want to see what the celebrations are like. We got fireworks, we got a light show, we dancing, we singing. We look like we just won another final. This is insane. This is insane. 4-1. I don't know how it happened, folks, but it did, and here we are. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Um, Wow. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. So we have Alvarez starting it off, Fernandez right after that, McAllister after that, and Simeone after that. Now, Simeone, when he came in, I really don't think we're starting from the back. Simeone, when he entered, he didn't blow me away. He didn't blow me away, but he was doing his exact job. You know what I'm saying? Like he came in, he hit them with pace, right position, right time, following the game plan that Scaloni laid out. And frankly, I'm gonna level with you. If you're a better defense and you're a more observant and aware midfield, and you're composed, you're trusting your boys behind you to do the job, you start looking to see where the late man is running in. You're looking to see who's got to pick up that guy, and somebody will come out. But they weren't. They were entirely too occupied, and that enables Simeone to come in. Now, let's see. Overall performances here. Let's go back and look at it. Cunha's goal, obviously, tremendous job from him to go in. Tagliafico played his absolute socks off. I thought he was really excellent. Usually, if you'd ask me, I'd say that Molina is my number one, but Tagliafico played his absolute boots off. Fantastic game from Molina or from Tagliafico. And dude, you know what? I'm looking at it now. He's got a freaking assist. I totally forgot that he had an assist. Even without that, he had a really good game. Let's see. Otamendi, largely negligible, but frankly, that's kind of what you want from a defender sometimes, just a concise presence. And his biggest moments were, I think he had a couple good slides, and then just the chatting and the chirping. Really solid. Needs that. Um, this Argentina is stronger than 2022. No, 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 no. Let's not get it twisted. We had Di Maria, okay? We had Di Maria, and we had an unplayable Messi. Okay, let's not get it twisted. Okay, Argentina against from CAF and AFC, dude. Who do I want to see us against? I think having Nigeria in the group again would be really fun, but that is also scary. So just because of their history. So I think it'd be cool to have Egypt. I think it'd be cool to see Egypt. I think Nigeria not gonna qualify. Woof. Check my ball knowledge. Hold on. And AFC, I mean, dream would be Japan just so you'd get a good match, but I think the seeding would rule them out, right? So I don't know, maybe a Korea. Pretty blockbuster game, but Korea's not exactly doing too well, so Nigeria ain't making the World Cup. All right, yeah, check my ball knowledge. Thank y'all. Next international window, Scaloni's going to play more and newer faces. Yes, for sure. For sure. Get the newer guys in with the veterans. I wouldn't mind seeing Almada start. And maybe Nico Paz gets a start eventually if we've got maybe an easier game. Let's see. Back to game ratings. Paredes took, I think he took 3 long distance shots. My man just gotta calm down. Calm down. Take an extra second before you shoot the ball. De Paul looked really good. His crosses looked better. His passing looked a little bit better. I noticed a marginal improvement, but he wasn't as aggressive this game, ironically enough, because he wouldn't stop yapping at the ref. Now, all of that being said, I think it's because he's just coming off an injury, doesn't want to reactivate anything. McAllister taken off, largely negligible. Dude had a good game, but it just wasn't it wasn't noticeable, if that makes any sense. I think, yeah, when you at the end of the day, which shocks me because I don't know if I would have, well, I guess, yeah, goal and an assist for Enzo. He had a pretty good game. He had an excellent attempt on goal. I think, guys, I think he has room to be more aggressive. I think he has that. Now, Chelsea did full throttle on him. When they brought him in, they said, "You're the game plan. We're doing this. You're our offense. Like that's we're starting this." That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to put on a young man like that. So I think giving him opportunity, giving him some creativity, and just letting him sneak in some opportunities like that, maybe a little bit more of an offensive role would be good. But yeah, he had a pretty damn good game. Almada played well. I like that kid. Obviously, due to the last game, the Brazilians were nervous. I think they factored him into the game plan, but that just opens up space for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then Alvarez, what is there to say? The guy's a dog. He ran. To me, I would say his aggression is exactly what it needed to be. He didn't need to lead the team. His other guys were scoring. He took pressure off so that they could open up goals. It's really good. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Echeverri. Echeverri's going to be one of the guys coming in an easier match window soon. Johnny Boy, lesson 3, what's going on? ¿Qué tal, boludo? Qué linda noche, ¿no? Qué linda noche. Qué linda la noche. 4-1, boludo. ¿Qué te parece? But let's go on to Brazil after this. Let's see. Oh yeah. Talking about Argentina subs. I think Medina is the clear sub there. Fantastic, fantastic performance. Awesome. Love it. Didn't have much time and lots of stoppage of play, but I think really solid overall. Vinicius, I actually liked this game from Vinicius a bit more. Not that it was good, but he had a couple good runs. And frankly, not as much flopping, not as much complaining, and go figure, he looked dangerous a couple times. It's almost like if you focus on the freaking game instead of, what you believe soccer to be from your experience with Real in La Liga, you might improve your performance. I don't know. Just a thought. Let's see. Rodrigo. I didn't even notice that dude. Didn't notice him. Look, he was a plank. He was a plank this game. Absolutely shambolic performance, shoddy, apathetic. You want to talk about lack of drive for the Brazilian national team? This guy feels like the paragon of that at the moment. I think Rafinha and Cunha were signs of life in the offense, but it's just hard to string it together with an Argentine midfield and defense like this. I thought they were good. Cunha, credit to him for jumping on that goal. Outside of a glaring mistake by Kuti, this would have been a clean sheet held, which is just shocking to say. Rafinha, dude's in the mud for his comments, but overall, I didn't think he had a bad game. Joe Linton who? Where was he? Massive fumble by him. Andre also just a really rough game. Dude looked like he needed help out there. He needed help out there. Did they miss Gabriel and Bruno? Yeah. Oh, dude, without a doubt. Without a doubt, they needed him. If you put Gabriel in for Murillo, which Murillo, I thought he had also another really tough looking game, I think you have some potential. And Wesley and Arana, not the move. No, Bruno and Gabriel, I think you're exactly correct. They were not saving this game, but you would have put up a little bit more of a fight there. Colombia just choked. No way they lost. Did they end up tying? Okay, yeah. Tie. 3 ties and 2 wins this game. And yeah, both home teams won. Sounds like CONMEBOL. No backbone whatsoever. Let's see. Any questions? Any post-match analysis y'all want opinions on? Throw your last questions in the chat because, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 o'clock. It's a good night, and I might start wrapping it up here soon. Thoughts on Spain's team? I can speak to Spain. I can't really speak to Dean. I don't know too much about him, but But Spain have a good team. I think they have the best team in the world, right behind Argentina. Probably followed shortly by England at this point, and then France. At least if we're talking depth, I'd probably go talent, France, then what, like Germany? I think Japan is getting up there as well. Cuidado. Cuidado con Japón. Let's see. Will Venezuela qualify? Yeah. Let's look at the table. Let's look at the table. Why am I looking it up on my phone when I could just pull it up here? Hold on. Hold on, young blood. Okay. As it stands, we have Argentina in first with 31, 8 points clear of Ecuador, and Uruguay is sitting below Ecuador now. Shout out Ecuador. Brazil is right underneath them with 21. Embarrassing performances from these two teams. Just really brutal. Dude, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if Paraguay jumped up to third by the end of qualifying. They can do it. They can do it. They can do it. And I wouldn't be shocked if Colombia jumped over Uruguay. I think the way that this will probably end is Argentina, Ecuador, Paraguay. Paraguay might even jump over Ecuador, but that would be hard to do. They have to be perfect. I think Paraguay, Argentina, Ecuador, Paraguay, then Brazil, then Colombia, then Uruguay. Wow, what a take. Yeah, Uruguay down to sixth. And dude, now that I'm looking at it, I think it's Venezuela or Bolivia. I'm gonna say it. It's Venezuela or Bolivia right now. I think those are the ones that make it into the playoff. Yep. Back up for Tagliafico. I'd be open to seeing Bernabé. I'd be open to seeing Bernabé as the replacement for Tagliafico. But I think we have other options out there. I think we're still exploring. Um, let's see. I wouldn't even be surprised if you tried to do something absolutely wild with. Well, no, I guess to Simeone play on the right. I don't know enough about him. Um, who knows? Acuna might make a return. I don't know. A Spain Argentina friendly. I don't know when they're going to play the Finalissima. Isn't that supposed to happen? When? Let's see it. I want a Finalissima. Carajo. Let's see it. Um, let's see. Freezing take with Peru, 5 points, 7 goals out of 7 before the go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Old qualifying format with just 4 teams qualifying. That would be insane. I'd be feeling pretty good, but I think that Paraguay would knock them out. And if Colombia finishes really strong here, if they can figure out how to replicate the first half of this game against Paraguay for the rest of qualifying, they could knock out Brazil. But it's anybody's. Brazil doesn't seem to want it. Uruguay doesn't seem to want it, or they can't have it regardless. And Paraguay seems to have a desire that eclipses that of the two teams above them. Now, Brazil, I think they're too talented and too deep to really lose too many more games or to drop too many more points. So I think that would be tough. But if any team can do it in the rest of qualification, I think it's Paraguay. Looking really awesome. Yeah, Garnacho. I think Garnacho was left out or he's injured. Sort of mediocre Man United form, falling out of favor there. I think that's probably why. Um, yeah, I don't know how stoked I am for this World Cup. I mean, I'm excited for the World Cup. I love it, but I think something funky is going to go on. I really don't know. There's a lot of There's like a lot of new stuff happening, and the U.S. doesn't really seem to be able to field big tournaments like this. So I don't know. I'm a little worried. Scaloni leaving Argentina post World Cup. What do you think about Simeone? I would love Simeone. I would love Simeone. I don't know if that matches up with our play style, but if he's got half the freaking team on his selection anyway at Atletico, then bring him in. ¿Por qué no? Carlo Ancelotti. I think Carlo would for sure bring in a spark of life there. For sure. Would it be immediate? I don't know. Argentina qualified before they even had to play tonight, thanks to Bolivia drawing Uruguay. Yeah, I saw that. Colombia needs to sort things out before a repeat of the last qualifier. They are leaving the door open. Trevor, Mr. Batson. What an astute observation. This guy, yes, sir. Yep, I'm with that. I'm with that right there. You're leaving the door open. You're leaving points on the board. You're leaving points on the board, baby. You cannot be doing that when it's looking like this. When the table looks like this, you have to be doing everything in your power. If you don't win it by talent or organization or game plan, you got to win it by effort, dude. I don't know that Paraguay has the best game plan out there. I don't know that Paraguay is playing one of the most complicated and finely tuned strategic lineups and game plans that is fielded in the Western Hemisphere. But damn it, if these boys don't get out there and run and have, I don't even know, like amistad with one another, you got to have that. You got to force the wins. You got to win the ones you need to win. Yeah, Jack moved to South America. He's in Argentina, or he's living in Argentina, but he's in Brazil right now. Why would Scaloni leave? I mean, you go out on top. You go out as the best manager in Argentine history, two Copa Americas and a World Cup, and nobody can really say anything else, you know. And you did it with quite a few guys who, frankly, before this were not worldies. Still not worldies. The Chile ref sucks. 3 handballs, a goal disallowed, and a flop that shouldn't be a penalty. Ref robbed Peru in favor of Venezuela. Okay, I'm very confused by this, but apparently I missed a lot in the other games. And you know what? Totally worth it. Y'all drop any last second questions? It's 10:16 right now. I'm gonna stay until 10:20, and then I'm out. How the draws will go. Maybe more big teams knocked out due to weaker teams being there could be interesting. Dude, yeah, I could see that. I think a lot of the teams from CONMEBOL are pretty solid here as well. I think a lot of teams are going to have to manage rotation, and that's going to be really difficult. I think it is going to make it difficult on the bigger teams, and there's going to be a little bit more, not margin for error, but margin of error, if that makes any sense. You're saying best international coach ever. I don't know that I can get behind that because I don't know the international coach lore probably as much as I should, but he's definitely up there. Why do I look like Ahmed Zangi's uncle? I don't know. I didn't know there was a guy in the world named Ahmed that looked like me. But then again, you know, you wouldn't really think that there are many Argentines that look like me either. So been supporting Argentina since I was a boy in Tanzania, now in Canada. Dude, I love this team too. Emraza, I love him too. I can't say enough. I can't say enough. Samsung or Apple? I go with Apple because the user interface is easy. You don't get viruses or anything like that. And it just feels like it runs smoother. It's easy. It's practical. I like it. Now, if you're going to ask me PC or Mac, I'm going PC every day. But I need more versatility with the PC. You know what I'm saying? And I like the game. Yeah, Argentina will need a reset after Messi, maybe finding their identity again. Worried about viruses? Yeah, coronavirus. Very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Everybody stay safe, drink some vitamin C. Not happy about 2014 and not playing Messi in 2006 quarterfinals. Yeah. Yeah, every time you look at that 2006, you have more questions for it. Or at least I've been seeing a lot more. But frankly, I don't know if I was coherent enough to really remember that World Cup, if that makes any sense. Too young, you know. 2014, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get over that. But you know, that's that if that makes me a hypocrite, it is what it is. But like I get it, you know. James is gonna complain till his dying day, till he's on his deathbed about the Copa America, and I'm gonna complain about 2014, you know? The knee to Higuain's face, I still need to do that video in defense of Higuain. Probably the most overhated player, probably in Argentine history. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know if they're even eligible to compete there, but I would love if my boys Guadeloupe qualified. For US soccer in general, do you see a pay to play issue or cultural? So here's the thing. I think that if pay to play makes it more exclusive and makes more people want to do that, I'm seeing an immediate uptick in soccer culture here in New York. I thought that everybody would be playing basketball all the time, but I probably see more pickup soccer games and hear about more pickup soccer games than I do basketball, right? And all these basketball leagues here are pay to play. So I think that in regards to grassroots, we have a huge football foundation. We have a huge foundation for basketball. Soccer will find it tough to break into that market. Now, pay to play clubs and such, I think that it's growing regardless. And we just need to see it, right? If we're seeing interest grow, the kids who are going to become superstars are developing now. So, I mean, we're laying a lot of foundation for soccer, but we you got to think about it. It takes time. It's not like we decided to care about footy 5 years ago. We have Christian Pulisic, who is the best player in U.S. history, right? Doing incredible things in Italy. The effects that his career has on our youth are starting now. We're not going to see these results for probably another 10 to 15 years, at least in full force. And by that time, hopefully we'll have a bunch of other ones and it'll snowball like that. All right. We're a force to be reckoned with when it comes to sport, but the interest has got to be there, right? Let's see. Let's see. Anything else? Argentina or US men's national team win a World Cup? Argentina. Argentina every day. And I know it would probably mean more for the US men's national team, but I'd give just about anything for Argentina to win the World Cup. That was probably the best day of my life. When we won the World Cup was probably the best day of my life. So yeah, I don't have words. Um all right. All right. Yeah, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. That's the last thing before you oh no, hold on. Trevor, I gotta answer Trevor's questions. Joey Cam. Hey, hold on. Joey, you coming? All right, let's go. Let's go. Get down here. Get down here. I'm waiting for you. How long's the commute from Albany? I'll be waiting. We'll grab a beer and then we can throw hands. All right. Let's see. U.S. men's national team lacks a killer instinct right now. I don't know what it'll take for them to get it. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one because me and Jack were talking about this and we've talked about it before. Like the closest thing, and you can attribute this to like aura as well. You look at the Argentine national team, dude. Paredes, Otamendi, Romero, freaking who else? I don't know that Alvarez has that much aura, but Emmy. Like you look at these guys with killer instinct and killer aura that are willing to die for the freaking badge. Even Enzo, I think, is increasing aura whenever he plays for Argentina. But they show up and they have this mindset, right? And that stems from their leadership in the locker room. And I think that you need a coach to unify these guys first, right? And I think it's really good that Timothy Weah and Weston McKennie are playing for Juventus, even if Juventus is not having their best season, right? Even if they're not the best team, it's good that they play together. So they spend time, and that's a bond that can be built, right? You need to have somebody that unifies the team, that brings them together, a leader in the locker room. Because I think we've all seen that video of my boy. Oh no, the speedster that played on is the right back. Super fast, blazing fast speed. Played for Inter Miami for a while. Oh my guy, he gave a speech in the locker room and it was so embarrassing. It was just cringy, you know? I think you get that. And you get moments of it, right? With Weston McKennie with the torn jersey, right? Serginho Dest getting taken off for that stupid aggressive DeAndre Yedlin. Love him as a player, not a great leader. He was a veteran, so he gave the speech, but he's not the leader. You need a Christian Pulisic to pull them up by their bootstraps. You need a Balogun. Frankly, I think that um I think that those are kind of our best shots right now. Tyler Adams should be the guy, but he's just not performing well enough to unify everybody else around him. But if he can get back into form and lose the injury problems, I think he's the number one qualifier for this. Not to mention Joe Scally. If Joe Scally walks in and just bosses everybody. Oh, who was it? Diego Luna too. Luna had some good killer instinct there. But I agree, we don't have it. We need to get it. Okay. All right, y'all. It's 10:25. I'm 5 minutes past my limit. Thank you so much for a lovely stream. I had an absolute blast. Be sure to like and subscribe. We work really hard over here at producing good quality content for you guys. And we love doing it, but make sure you stick around so we can see you next time. Chat, you guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much to our mods and admins. You guys are, this doesn't happen without you guys. Shout out. Thanks for chilling with me, guys. And I hope you'll be here for the next one. Big Unk wishes you guys a good night. Take it easy, y'all. Yeah, socials are in the description. Like, subscribe, follow us on social media. And puta madre, vamos Argentina, carajo, 4-0. ¿De dónde vino eso? Ay, no lo entiendo, no lo entiendo. Wow. Okay. No, he won't. All right, last question. Good night, y'all.